Have you ever been in a season that didn't look like progress from the outside, even though on the inside you knew you were doing exactly what the moment required? I want to share a story, and it actually comes from a chapter I've been working on in my book. It's about a colleague I'll call Daniel. Daniel was a member of our assistive technology team. He was blind. He was also one of the most self directed people I've ever worked with. He ran the help desk, set up equipment for students, taught staff and students the tools that in some cases would change the shape of their lives. The kind of person whose competence you only learned about if it came up in conversation. One February morning, I got a call from the head of facilities. Daniel had been walking between our buildings during a snowstorm. Staff in the fourth floor conference room had seen him from the window, concluded he was lost, and driven around to pick him up. She suggested a buzzer on the back door. I told her I'd talk to Daniel first. He was at his desk when I found him. When I asked about the day before, he laughed a little. He told me what had actually happened. He'd made that walk hundreds of times. He knew it by the rhythm of his steps, the feel of the pavement under his cane, the small cues he'd built into his internal map over years. The day of the snowstorm, those cues were buried. Snow on the pavement, wind swallowing sound. So he was pausing, adjusting. He'd walked past our door, realized it, and come back. That was the part the staff saw from 4 stories up. From their window, what they saw was a man walking, stopping, turning around, not in a straight line, not in a hurry. They concluded he was lost. They got in a car and picked him up. He hadn't been lost, he'd been navigating. The people watching from the conference room simply couldn't tell the difference. Here's the thing. When you're in a season that doesn't look like straight line progress, a rebuild, a recalibration, a stretch that doesn't yet have a name, the people watching from their windows may be very sure you're lost. Their certainty is not the same as accuracy. Slowing down, adjusting, and changing direction are what skilled navigators do when conditions change. From the outside, that can look identical to wandering. It is not the same thing. Daniel took the ride. He didn't argue, and he walked the same path the next day. Your reflection for this week. Where in your life right now might you be recalibrating while the people around you are sure that you're lost? And whose certainty about your path have you been letting in too quickly before checking it against your own sense of where you actually are? You are not lost. You are navigating. There's a difference. And you're allowed to know it. See you next week.